Now we are going through a typical NBGrader workflow for our seminars. At this point, I expect that you have a running system pre-configured following our previous instructions or tutorials, so we can just focus on the NBGrader workflow. I'm here on the folder that we configured previously. So inside this folder for seminars, I have the Exchange folder that is configured with TU Luminal Nextcloud. And here I have my working folder for the multi-rate signal processing seminars. But I will use multi-rate signal processing seminars just as an example, but it could be video coding seminars or multimediale Vexwag seminars or whatever seminars you're taking. So we see that inside our multi-rate signal processing seminars folder, we just have our NBGrader config file that it's already pre-configured. So just one more time, you don't need to change the course ID, but you need to change your student ID and you put your matricle number here. So hopefully you previously registered using the form, and then I got your data and I entered your data into our system, and it's very important that you have this student ID, which is your matricle number here. Otherwise, I will not know who is submitting some assignments. And it's very important that you configure your Exchange folder that, like we explained in previous instructions or tutorials. So, okay, what I will do is I will open my working folder for multi-rate signal processing seminars in the terminal. I will activate my multi-rate signal processing seminars that I previously configured, and I showed you how to configure. So if you're using Conda like I am, you Conda activate your multi-rate signal processing environment. If you're using a different virtual environment system, you use it. So now I am at the multi-rate signal processing seminars environment and the multi-rate signal processing seminars working directory. So inside now I just have the NBGrader config.py. So what you can do now is check if there are any assignments available. So you do NBGrader list. Alright, so there are two released assignments. One is multi-rate signal processing seminar 0 and another one is multi-rate signal processing seminar 1. So what you do next is to fetch the seminars you are going to work. So in our case, we are going to fetch seminar 0. So we know that there is an assignment to fetch, so we do NBGrader fetch assignment and the name of the assignment, in our case, seminar 00. So it's fetched multi-rate signal processing seminar 0. So when we check our folder, now it's not empty anymore. We have our NBGrader config and then we have our seminar 0. And if we cd inside our seminar 0, we see that there is a Python notebook. So you would open this Python notebook, you would solve your assignment like we showed previously, and we are going to show again during the seminar 0. And then you are ready, after you saved, you are ready to submit. So to submit our assignment, we do NBGrader submit seminar 0. Then it's saying here that it's submitted at multi-rate signal processing seminar 0 with this timestamp. So now the instructor can go and grade your assignment and then he can release a feedback, so you know what was correct or what was wrong with your assignment. So after the instructor graded your assignment, you can do NBGrader fetch feedback seminar 0. Oops. Then it fetched the feedback. So now let's see our seminar 0. We have our notebook and the feedback folder. Go back here, summer seminars, multi-rate, feedback. Then you have your feedback with your results. So pay attention that only after the instructor graded your assignment you have access to feedback, but sometimes there will be no feedback in this way. The instructor will simply tell you what was right or wrong and which was your grade, because not all assignments can have a feedback like this at the moment. But don't worry, you will have your feedback, if not this way, in a different format. Another way how we can do this workflow is by using the browser. So in our seminars folder, we start a terminal inside the multi-rate signal processing seminars. So we'll be here. We are already in the correct environment. So we start our Jupyter notebook. So we have here our assignments. So we already did it on the terminal, so there is already a downloaded assignment. But what you would do, you would fetch an assignment. So we fetched seminar 1, for example. Then you would click here and then you would open this assignment. So you would work on your solution. When you're ready, you would save. Then you can submit your seminar. So it was submitted. And when your assignment would have a feedback, like in this case for seminar 0, you can fetch the feedback, then it would download the feedback, and then you can view feedback, and it would open the feedback if the instructor released a feedback. So we have these ways how to work with NBGrader. You have the terminal, you have the browser. Be aware that it can be some bugs depending on the version you install, depending on your system. NBGrader is still a tool under development, so especially the browser part can have some bugs. So it's very interesting if you are also familiar using the terminal, so you can use the commands. Anyway, if you face major problems, we're here to help you as much as we can, and the more you follow our instructions or tutorials, the easier it will be to smoothly go through the seminars. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and I see you next time.